Everybody, thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Help me to get to 500 subscribers. So we're revamping the channel. We're trying to figure out what works. I tried to do a Synastry astrology reading between myself and Prince because he was one of my favorite celebrities. However, it didn't seem to attract many views. Nobody cares whether I would be friends with Prince, apparently. So I'm going back to just giving you readings on certain aspects in relationships. And so don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. And so we're going to kick off this revamp of sorts with an analysis of Venus trine Mars. So if you have Venus trine Mars in your relationship chart, I'm going to get into that a little bit. And let me just say that this is a great pairing between the quintessential feminine planet and the quintessential masculine planet. Mars is associated with action, strength, power. It's called the warrior planet for a reason. And Venus, of course, is called the planet of beauty. So when you bring those elements together, that signifies a harmonious aspect. Now, you can have challenging aspects, you can have positive aspects, and just so happens that the trine is a positive aspect between the two planets. So that means there's a good flow of harmony. And so, no matter what you do in that relationship, there will always be a touch of sweetness. There'll be a touch of appreciation for each other and a touch of romanticism for each other. So, if you guys argue all the time, or if you find that you keep breaking up and getting together, this aspects sort of signifies that you two will always have an undercurrent of respect, passion, and attraction for each other. I remember I had this aspect with a young lady. Well, I was young too at the time, about 25 years ago, and we we got into a relationship, and it was the best relationship ever. But I was the type of person that really did not like to be in such a routine of a relationship. It was almost too perfect. And but through the years we've remained friends, and there's always an undercurrent of affection for each other there. Although I'm married with kids, and she she's not married, but she's living with her father, her kid's father, and but it's so funny. The breakup we had was just so sweet. Like it was like we both sort of realized it had ran its course. We were together for 2 years, and we had other stuff going on. Like her sister had just moved to Philadelphia, and I was in a sort of different stage of my life at that time. I think I was in my mid to late 20s, and so it was too perfect. And so I we had came from the mall, and I was driving her home, and we had a long talk. And by the time I dropped her off at her apartment, I basically said, "Hey, do you think we should kind of just let it go for a while?" And she was like, "I don't know. What do you think?" And I said, "I don't know. Maybe." And then she was like, and then I sort of pressed her on it. And she's like, "Yeah, we should break up." And that was it. She got out of the car. I said goodbye sweetly. She said goodbye sweetly. She got out of the car, and, you know, that was it. We didn't talk for a couple of days, but we sort of, like magnets, became friends and still talked. And I helped her move to Philadelphia, and then she moved to Georgia, and we still remain friends to this day. And that's what that energy is like when you have Venus trine Mars. There's always an undercurrent of sweetness between you two. You always will have an attraction towards each other. But digging in a little bit deeper in the relationship, because I just talked about the breakup part. But as far as our relationship, now we had some other aspects going on that really helped us to have a very, very good relationship. We, I can honestly say we never argued, and well, maybe we did, but it was like so funny because I would turn it into a joke and she would start laughing, and then it would just turn into one big joke, and then later on we'd make it up in the bedroom. So the making it up in the bedroom part is where the Venus trine Mars comes in, because there is always an opportunity for a glance or a look or a touch that will sort of set the fire off and stoke that ember a little bit, and you want to just hug each other, kiss each other, and that's where Venus trine Mars comes in. Um, so Venus trine Mars has that sweet energy, and it's great for makeup sex, but not just in a relationship. Like when you have Venus trine Mars in a business partnership, it just makes it a little bit easier. It sort of softens the rough edges a little bit. Also, Venus trine Mars is great for social interactions. Like some of your friends that you hang out with most, you might have a good aspect between Venus and Mars. And if you have this aspect between you and your kids, there's just an undercurrent of affection there. There will always be some warmth there. And so having this aspect is good. Now, I know we don't choose to have this aspect, so it's just a blessing to come into contact with people we have this aspect with. And so we should just take that into account and appreciate it, because it doesn't guarantee that you will be in a long term relationship. You need some other stuff going on in your chart, but having that is certainly a blessing. So, back to my relationship with her, it was just always, I mean, there's so many chances for there to be affection and attraction. And think about it, the moon moves through signs once a day or twice a day. And every couple days, you could have that moon hitting that Venus trine Mars in your relationship. And there you go again, trying, wanting to be affectionate. There you go again, wanting to, you know, give each other a kiss or go out to eat, you know. I mean, our favorite place was Outback. And even though I'm vegetarian, I would get the vegetarian meal, and she would get, whatever she used to get. I can't remember. But we'd have great conversation. I mean, it's good for socializing as well. So, Venus trine Mars is just that aspect. And, there was just harmony there at all times. And it just kind of ran its course. But that Venus trine Mars always sort of pops up from time to time. And I don't talk to her much anymore because we both have a sense of idealism where we talk like two wooden figures when we talk to each other now, because we don't want to put in jeopardy, our relationships with our significant others. And so it's not forced, but it's always an undercurrent of respect and appreciation and, love there. You know what I'm saying? So, friends for life, It didn't work out romantically, but that sort of burning ember of appreciation for that person is always going to be there. The possibility for friendship is always there. So that's Venus trine Mars.